Are you a slacker, procrastinator, or someone with delusional fitness goals and cannot seem to stick to a gym routine? If that is you, this video is for you. I'm Kata and this is Kata Chronicles, and I'm going to be going over today how to build a consistent gym routine. Now, I've been working out consistently, I would say, for the last 4 years, but I've been going to the gym since I was 12. Back in the day, it was not acceptable to bring kids to the gym, but my sister used to bring me anyway, and she started teaching me about form, about fitness, about health a long time ago. So I feel like I have a little place to tell you guys how you guys can more effectively build consistency with the gym. If you are ready to hop into this video, go ahead and stick with me. Principle one to creating a consistent gym routine is going to be goal setting. It is important to think about the kind of pain you are willing to endure, the kind of uncomfortableness that you will experience, because this will entail you setting your mind that the journey will be uncomfortable, but stagnation is worse. So what does that look like? Is it more uncomfortable to wake up early and have a consistent gym routine now, or is it more uncomfortable to still hate the way that you look and feel next year? Or is it more uncomfortable to have consistency now than it is to be pricking your finger in 5 years because you didn't stick to the plan and now you have diabetes? It's all relative, but you have to set your mind that no matter what you do, there's going to be some degree of uncomfortableness. For setting goals, you're going to need some systems in place, and I'm going to give you a few tips on how to do that. Tip one: be realistic about your schedule. If you have a regular 9 to 5 or 8 to 5 job, it might not be feasible for you to work out before you go to work. You might have to work out after work, and that's okay. I know a lot of people online are showing you these 5 a.m. morning routines, and I don't know about you, but I'm not waking up at 5 a.m. for anything. And I know myself, and I don't hold it against myself. I don't beat myself up for it, but I just know that I'm a afternoon person or after work person. But it has to be sustainable and attainable for you. And if you're a 5 a.m. girly or whatever, good for you. But just be honest with yourself and make it something that you can actually stick to. Don't add any more barriers of crazy times when it's unnecessary and it's gonna end up holding you back. You're gonna get discouraged. Okay, tip two for setting a system: start off with something small when it comes to the gym. Maybe you just go at first and you do 30 minutes on the treadmill or 20 minutes on the Stairmaster and you leave. Then over time, you can build up to adding more difficulty, right? Maybe it's more intensity during your cardio. Maybe you start lifting weights. Maybe it's you do HIIT or longer sessions. You can build up to those more intense things, but the goal is just to get you there at first. So let's just start with something simple and sustainable, right? And the next thing we are going to talk about is habit stacking. Now, I don't know if you've ever read Atomic Habits, but habit stacking is basically you have a habit that you would have done already, but now you stack on that extra layer of commitment or an extra habit, and it usually makes you more likely to do the new thing. So for example, if you have breakfast every day at 8 a.m. and then you add on the habit of after breakfast I will work out for 1 hour, you're more likely to stick to it because they're stacked together. There's a contingency of doing both. Just a little something that I've picked up recently, and it's really made me more consistent with my workouts. Principle two is setting a challenge. My favorite thing to do is set a challenge for myself. I've done keto challenges, I've done workout challenges. I just love a good challenge. It makes me feel so accomplished, and I think it would do the same for you. When setting a challenge, it has to be something that really pushes you, but it has to be something that you feel comfortable sharing with other people. I shared all my challenges with friends and family, and I also shared some of them here on YouTube, and it made me stick to it. Okay, you're gonna have that accountability. My boyfriend was like, didn't you say you were gonna eat this today, and didn't you say you were gonna go to the gym? And it's kind of annoying, but he really did kind of keep me on track with that. Another part of goal setting, or another part of setting the challenge, is to make it visual. I have a wall calendar, and wall calendars work really good for this. Just giving yourself a check mark. It's like giving yourself a piece of candy after you do a task, like Pavlov's thing with the dogs. So you just give yourself a check for the day, and as you see your calendar filling up with all these check marks or stars or stickers, whatever you want to do, you start to get this sense of accomplishment. That's why it works so well with kids, and I think it works perfectly well with adults. We just overlook those simple award systems. And then at the end of the month or the end of the week, I would plan like a really good cheat meal or a really fun rest day, like going out to the beach or going to a museum. I find those things fun. Or going out with friends and having that drink. I really try to limit alcohol consumption to like every couple of months or once a month. And maybe I said, cool, I was really consistent in the gym this month, so I'm gonna allow myself to have a little bit of happy hour with my friends. But there has to be some type of award system, because otherwise you will feel like you're making the sacrifices without for no reason, without any type of compensation. So compensate yourself. It's really important. Principle 3 is barrier removal. What are the obstacles and barriers in place keeping you from being consistent? I'll give you a second to think about it. Okay, let's remove these barriers to consistency and commitment. Typically, obstacles to consistency look like time, complexity, and proximity. Time is really just about scheduling and making sure that you set out a consistent time and day for what you're going to do. So this may look like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I go to the gym from 7 a.m. to 8:30 a.m., including commute, and knowing that you're going to do that every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. No variation, no breaking from that. I mean, you could, but having that set days and your times in your mind really helps with your consistency. Proximity looks like making sure that your gym is nearby. I used to go to a gym that was about 15 to 20 minutes away, depending on traffic. And it might not sound like a long time, but that was such a huge barrier to me going to the gym. I didn't want to sit in traffic before or after my workout. I just wanted to get to the gym and get home within 5 minutes. And they recently opened up a gym that's like 5 minutes from my house, and there's no traffic. And it increased my consistency with the gym exponentially. Now I go every day because it's around the corner and there's no barrier in proximity to me getting there. Complexity looks like simplifying the routine. I have a lot of people ask me about what splits they should be doing. I do not believe anybody who is new to the gym should be worried about doing splits just yet. It's too much of a mental workout to figure out, is it back day? Is it leg day? Is it upper body day? It's too much mental labor. That's first of all. So it's gonna make you feel just too much mental overload, and it's gonna keep you inconsistent. 2, most people are not consistent enough with going. So I find that you spend a lot of time trying to figure out what it is that you did last time. And that also takes up time in your routine. So I always suggest for people who are new to do full body every single time that they go. And I usually tell them to stick to the main muscle groups. So that looks like doing quads, so some type of squat, doing hamstrings, so some type of deadlift or hinge, doing chest press, because that works out this in your arms, your chest and your arms. I also recommend just doing a simple back, so your rows or a lat pull down and an ab. And you've hit all your 5 major muscle groups, and that usually takes about an hour. And you can be in and out of the gym and make it a consistent part of your routine. Because a lot of people do not have the time to really be in the gym doing these splits and remembering how many sets and reps they did the last time. We're just trying to get you there. We just want you to show up. So let's just do full body every time so that we can be consistent people. All right? Okay, that is how you build a consistent gym routine. You are going to set goals considering the challenges, the sacrifices, and the personhood that comes with achieving the goals that you are looking to achieve. You are going to challenge yourself and share said challenges with others to keep you accountable. You are going to remove barriers to action and think about what are the obstacles that are keeping you stagnant and what are the solutions to circumvent said obstacles. If you've made it to this point in the video, I thank you so much for watching, and I'd like for you to like and comment below what it is that has kept you from becoming consistent in the gym, and what are some solutions that I may have given you today that were helpful, or solutions that you came up with yourself. I'd love to hear it, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye!